Here it is again! The Chopin E minor etude. Oh my god, the cadence. Oh my god. I think I should play it. I am so excited for this. I've been holding off on watching this specific video. I did film myself reacting to the 2-minute cinematic trailer. Check that out if you want to see it. But also, oh my god, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna film myself reacting to this, but oh my god, I was just gonna watch this on my phone while lying in bed, but I don't know. I feel like it's too epic of a thing for me to let it just happen like that. And I feel like we haven't really had a mainline Final Fantasy moment that is much anticipated and as much as a hype like right now. Final Fantasy XV and Final Fantasy XIII before that, they were all riddled with so many controversies, although I did play all of them. Final Fantasy XIII, XIII-2, and even a little bit of XIII-3, but the less said about that game, the better. And then also I played Final Fantasy XV. I played and beat that game. I did enjoy it, although I could definitely recognize the development problems it had. There were so many disconnected or disjointed parts of that game that I could really feel it was just because of the mismanagement in the development process. It had so much potential that I was kind of sad when they announced that they're not going to continue the DLCs. They're not going to support it with more story stuff. And I was looking forward to that. I wanted to play the better side characters like Aranea, for example. To have so much hype, to have the Final Fantasy fandom united once again in hype and anticipation for the Final Fantasy XVI mainline title many years after Final Fantasy XV. I am just so drenched in hype and anticipation. So I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna film myself and maybe document this possibly fanboy moment. So let's do this. Let's go.
Of RPG elements and support systems.
Oh my god. The first thing I noticed, of course, is the background music. It's sort of a mashup, a sort of electronic ambient style mashup of the Prelude theme. And then a little bit of the main theme, I think. It's beautiful. Oh, I forgot to mention, since I'm a music producer, my reaction for this trailer will definitely be skewed towards the music. That's just how I am.
Shiva's dominant.
They mentioned Shiva. Okay, like I mentioned in my shorter trailer reaction, this music right here is featuring, if you hear on the harp section, it is featuring the Prelude theme, but in a minor key.
Success.
That use of a delay effect on the harp is just, I don't know, it's always so beautiful sounding.
Home sweet home.
Look at all these cool leather jacket boys.
And RPG features. Final Fantasy XVI has been developed as the first.
Two thoughts come into mind. That battle system in the scene previous to this, it has a little bit of a Final Fantasy battle system feel, especially with the protagonist like warping to the enemy, like Noctis when he does his warp moves. And then, I don't know, there is something about this scene right here, but the vibe, the ambience, the atmosphere, and this is a little bit of a deep cut, but it reminds me so much of the look and feel of another Square Enix game, A Vagrant Story. Totally underrated game. Okay, so this music right here, the background music, it definitely has a boss battle theme, probably a villain theme, or maybe the generic combat theme that was also featured in the shorter trailer where I said some different stuff about it. But also, without looking up the composers of the game at the moment, definitely feels like the night battle theme from Final Fantasy XV, which was written by Yoko Shimomura. So maybe it is emulating that style, or maybe that's just typical Final Fantasy music.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present.
Okay, wow. I am really loving this dark and gritty aesthetic. That scene with the rocks and all, and the black leather jackets. It evokes in me some sort of the movie Dune, the new one. It reminds me of that aesthetic, and I love that aesthetic, by the way. Wow, this is epic. This is so cool. Oh my god. Here we go. Now we're talking. This is what I wanted to see. Stats, gear, UI. Oh my god. I go crazy for this.
The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea.
Okay, this soft strings and harp. It is giving me so much a Final Fantasy Tactics vibe. I don't know. There's this light-hearted, warm, and positive vibe to it. And this is reminding me of it. I mean, I did mention in another video that the aesthetic really reminds me about the Ivalice era of Final Fantasy. And, one of my favorite soundtracks is Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy XII, which was both composed by Hitoshi Sakimoto. Such an underrated composer. He's one of the more atmospheric style of composer, where the atmosphere, the ambience, and the feeling of the music is the focus rather than melodic style, which is, oh my god.
Encounter formidable foes and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Okay, wow, I love this piano, harp, and soft strings. I don't know, it's so relaxing, but all at the same time, it's moving. It's like clearly an adventurous style of music. I love that sound design. I love the sound effects. Oh my god, they're so good. Top tier. Yeah, that explosion, that sound design, the whole atmospheric feeling of the audio and the ambience, it just feels so grounded.
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy XVI.
Yes, combat, let's go.
All the battles in the game take place in real time and are not turn-based.
Yes. This. Dun 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 dun. That rhythm, that cadence, that pedal tone remaining in one bass note. That is signature Final Fantasy battle theme. They know how to retain the styles. They're doing it on purpose, and that's why I love Square Enix.
Now, let's take a moment to admire Clive in action.
I'm sorry, I'm not admiring Clive in action. I'm just admiring this music right here. Wow! Such huge and heavy orchestration. They went the full 200, 300 piece orchestra. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god. One of my past professions was a MIDI ringtone arranger. One of my main duties is to listen carefully to songs and music. So you have to listen to each and every detail and identify, oh, that's a cymbal right there. It's just a tiny in the background. But you have to identify it, and you also have to notate it. Even with all this combat noise, I am still just honing in on just the music and letting the combat sounds effects like stay in the background in my head. Like, I don't know. That's kind of one of my hidden superpowers, I would say. Oh my god, that melody, that is so romantic style now. Probably gonna be one of the main leitmotifs all throughout the game. They repeated it! When a composer does a repetition of the melody or a section, it means they want to stress importance on that part. I am guessing that is one of the major leitmotifs that we're going to be hearing.
Players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that...
Another melody leitmotif. That sounds like the chorus section or the bridge section of a romantic theme. Here we go. This piano piece definitely feels like main menu music or one of the quiet moments.
Friends and allies.
Oh my god, it reminds me of the opening theme for Final Fantasy XIII. Na, 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 na. Oh my god.
Just don't forget to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
This definitely feels, this music right here, dun dun dun. It still has that pulsing rhythm for a battle theme, dun 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 dun. But the melody and the harmonies feels more positive.
5 will gain access to Cid's Hideaway.
Yeah, I love this guitar music.
Here in the Hideaway, Clive will find a shop where he can purchase
Guitar with percussion, but there's still string orchestra in the background. I always love that. The juxtaposition of an intimate solo instrument in the foreground.
to a lot of other features as well.
It's so Celtic. It's so Irish style. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Yeah, medieval tavern music. That's definitely my jam. Dun 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 dun. A bit of a Chrono Cross vibes right there. I love it. Yeah, this is definitely two different guitars, a steel guitar doing the melody, and then the classical nylon guitar on the right side of the speakers, at least, doing the accompaniment. But I don't know, it sounds great.
Study the tones.
This piano piece, oh my god, this is beautiful. Very simple, very Mozart-like composition, I would say.
More enjoyment out of their time with Final Fantasy XVI.
I love it. Very peaceful piece. Probably something that they would use in some of those storytelling moments, like maybe in those chibi interfaces. I don't know. Damn. Clive did a superhero landing. Here we go. Here's the leitmotif again. We heard that before earlier in the trailer. This horn section is on fire. Whoa, those golden crystal thingies. Oh my god, that looks so amazing. Wow, this is a great music. A little bit of a retro Castlevania feel to it, but in an updated symphonic style. Maybe it is the theme when you fight one of the summons or one of those huge monsters. I don't know.
Experience unparalleled real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limits.
Yeah, that music is evoking a little bit of He's a Pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean. Same meter, same tempo, same feel, but I love it.
A allowing players to control their very own icon with their own hands.
Here we go. Here is like the be-all, end-all of boss battle theme styles. The One-Winged Angel, which is heavy cinematic orchestral percussion, as you can see in those banging timpanis in the background, rhythmic instrumentation, and very rhythmic, huge choir sound. Wow, that music is just so chilling. Oh my god. Here it is again. The Chopin E minor etude. Oh my god, the cadence. Oh my god. I think I should play it. If we're doing it in the key of A minor, it's A minor, G sharp bass, G bass, and then D, F sharp bass. And then we can go down to F. Alright, one more time so you can hear. Something like that. Anyway. Yeah, this type of grandiose, epic musical orchestration, I always like to call it world-changing because it always feels like some major or some colossal world event is going to happen that will change the course of the world. Oh my god, they're playing it again! The leitmotif that we heard, I knew it. I feel like I'm almost certain that this is gonna be a major leitmotif in the game. This music, wow! The combination of the rhythmic patterns of the battle theme, the regular battle theme, but with the frantic, world-changing feel of the choral music. Oh my god, what? They combined it!
What did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide June 22nd.
I can't wait. And one thing I wanted to mention, that previous music that we heard, that final battle music, that build-up of music with that rhythmic pattern, very gameplay like battle theme of a rhythm, but with like the world-changing sound, the choral epic cinematic sounds. That is one great example of what, in my opinion, that is one great example of such an artistic, high-quality musical work. June 22. Okay, it was a deep regret, everyone, that I am now announcing that for the entire month of June, starting June 22, there will be no content on YouTube. There will be no streams for possibly 2 years, give or take. So I will intentionally lose myself in the world of Final Fantasy XVI for a long time, and I have a feeling a lot of you plan to do that as well. Kidding, of course. Of course, I'll definitely be posting a lot of content related to Final Fantasy XVI, especially reactions to the soundtrack, especially when it comes out. The battle themes definitely need to be analyzed. The world music themes need to be analyzed, and all those ambient themes as well. Oh my god, I can't even imagine how massive the entire soundtrack will be. Maybe, I don't know, 10 discs worth of music? But yeah, just wow. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for joining me, watching this nerd just react to games and game music. Thank you so much for joining me until the very end. If you watch this video until the very end, please let me know. Please let me know. You're part of the secret club now. Yes, I'm copying Devin Nash. You're part of the secret club. If you watch this video until the very end, let us know in the comments. Drop an emoji or something. And yeah, if you want more of my content, I got tons of content. Music analysis, video game music covers. You can find them all in my channel. Or you can check out this video right here.